Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into something called Sportex Market.
Right.
So, imagine you're involved with a sports team, maybe a club or an organization, and you know technology's out there, you need to explore it to improve things.
Yeah, could be anything, right? How fans connect, athlete performance, maybe even just running the stadium more smoothly.
Exactly. But the problem is, where do you even start?
Well, that's the thing. The sports tech world is, it's huge now, and it's really fragmented, all spread out.
So finding the right tech solution feels like a massive job.
Totally. Like try to find one specific screwdriver in, I don't know, a giant messy warehouse. You just waste time searching.
Okay, so that's the gap Sportex Market is trying to fill. You can think of it as a central online place.
A hub, basically.
Yeah, a hub designed specifically to help those sports organizations find and, crucially, connect with technology companies.
And the scale is pretty impressive when you look at it. They list, what, over 1,300 different products?
Yeah, something like that, from more than 500 companies.
Which tells you just how much is out there. It underlines why a central resource could be so useful.
Absolutely. So our mission for this deep dive is pretty straightforward. Figure out what Sportex Market actually is, understand why it was created, and importantly, how it could help someone, maybe someone new to sports tech, get a handle on this whole landscape.
Okay, so why did it come about? Well, like we hinted, the old ways of finding tech were inefficient, let's say.
Right. Information was scattered everywhere. You'd be looking at tons of different websites, relying on word of mouth, maybe trade shows.
And organizations were spending so much time just searching, not actually evaluating or implementing.
And comparing tech was another headache, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. Every company promotes their stuff differently, focusing on their strengths naturally.
So getting a clear apples-to-apples comparison, pretty tough. There wasn't much standard data.
Plus, technology moves so fast, especially in sports. Things change constantly.
So you could easily miss out on a new development, some kind of innovation that could give you an edge.
Yeah, just because you didn't know it existed or didn't have an easy way to learn about it. Getting up to speed was a real hurdle.
So Sportex Market positions itself as the solution here, a single online spot.
The go-to place, ideally, for current, reliable info on tech providers and what they offer.
How does it actually work then, day to day for a user?
Well, they've structured it pretty logically. The main thing is these product categories.
Okay.
Think of it like aisles in a well-organized shop. You've got broadcast and media.
Right. So if you need streaming tech or something for social media engagement related to broadcast.
Exactly. Then there's fan engagement and experience. That's a big one. Apps, loyalty programs, that kind of thing.
Okay, what else?
Performance. So wearables, analytics for athletes, coaching tools, stadium and venue for things like ticketing, access control, operations tech, and sports management and operations, which is more the business side, CRM. Finance tools tailored for sports.
And I think that there are others too, right? Like betting, esports, education.
Yeah, they cover a lot of ground. But the point is, these categories help you narrow your search immediately. You're not wading through everything.
Makes sense. So within those categories, what do you find?
You find profiles for each company and each specific product they list.
Okay, so like a dedicated page.
Exactly. With descriptions, hopefully things like images, maybe videos, to give you a good feel for the tech.
And crucially, contact info.
Yes, that's key. Sportex Market isn't selling you the tech directly. Their job is to be the connector.
The introduction agency, almost?
Sort of, yeah. Connecting the buyers, the sports organizations, with the sellers, the tech companies.
Now, I heard about a feature called TOM, Technology Overview Manager.
Ah, yes. TOM. That's quite a neat tool, actually. Think of it as your personal workspace on the platform.
Okay.
So let's say you find a few interesting products. You can save them in TOM.
Like bookmarking.
Yeah, but more than that. You can track their status. Maybe flag one as interesting, another as demo requested when you're testing.
Ah, so you manage your evaluation process right there.
Exactly. And it's collaborative. Your whole team can access it, add notes, share thoughts on different products.
So that's useful. Keeps everyone on the same page.
Definitely. And you can even set reminders. Like if your contract for current tech is ending soon, Tom can prompt you to start looking at alternatives.
Handy. Keeps things from falling through the cracks. What about finding tech if you have a very specific need?
They have an RFP portal for that. Request for proposal.
Right.
So an organization can basically post their requirements, their tech needs, directly onto the platform.
And relevant tech companies see that and can respond.
Precisely. It streamlines that whole initial outreach process.
And can you book demos through it too?
Yep, there's functionality for that. See a product you like, request a demo directly via the platform.
Okay, so wrapping up the benefits for the sports organizations, the buyers. What are the big wins?
Well, speed, first off. Finding tech is just much faster when it's all in one place.
Less time searching, more time evaluating.
Exactly. And you get more detailed information, hopefully, to make better decisions. Not just marketing fluff.
And that direct connection piece seems important, talking straight to the companies.
Plus, tools like Tom help you actually manage the whole process, from discovery right through to maybe choosing something.
Right. It's not just a directory, it's got workflow tools built in. Now, what about cost? How does that work?
It's a freemium model, but crucially, for the sports organizations using it to find tech, the core features are free.
So signing up, looking around, posting those RFPs, using Tom, booking demos, that's all free.
That's right. And there's no limit on how many people from one team or organization can sign up and use it.
That makes it really accessible then, especially for smaller clubs maybe.
Yeah, removes a major barrier to entry.
And the fact that, as you said, hundreds of companies and over 1,000 products are already on there, it suggests it's gained some traction.
It shows there's definitely a demand in the industry for this kind of central resource. It's clearly resonating.
So summing up, Sportex Market seems like a really practical tool for navigating that complex sports tech world.
Definitely. Especially if you're maybe newer to it all, trying to get your bearings. It gives structure a central place to see what's out there.
And connect with the people making the tech.
You know, it makes you think. Having a resource like this, centralized and organized, how could that really change how sports organizations find and use new tech?
Yeah, the potential impact on everything from how fans experience games to how athletes train, even the nuts and bolts of the sports business.
Yeah.
It's quite significant.